Hey everyone, how's it going? We're just going to take a second to verify that the sound is functioning, that everything is going according to plan. So just give us one quick sec. Or maybe you can let us know. Can you hear this electric guitar? Is that coming through? Let us know. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey, can you hear that electric guitar or what?
Yeah, I can hear it. Sounds good.
All right. That's good.
Throw in a little bit of reverb or something, just like a touch.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. That was Dave, everyone. Give it up for Dave. And we're just going to change the sound just a little bit. There we go. All right. So basically, I wanted to talk this week a little bit about learning a song. And you may think that's a pretty basic concept, but learning a tune is an incredibly complex task. A lot goes into it. There's a lot of intuition involved, and sometimes you have to spend weeks or months on it. A lot of my students pick tunes they think are going to be pretty chill, pretty easy, and they end up being quite the project, which is fine, right? You have to be kind of prepared to take on a project if you're exploring a new skill. So we're going to look at some tunes. We're going to start with something pretty easy. I'm just going to play a little bit of it for you. And we're going to look at something a student guitarist might see, something that's pretty common. And it's this website. I'm just going to switch over here. No, that's not it. That's our YouTube channel. There you go. So as you can see, this is one of those free websites where we can get a little lead sheet. So a lead sheet is like shorthand. It's not written out in standard notation. It's written out in chord shorthand. So we kind of have this system for writing chords. One letter means a major chord, like A major, A, C sharp, E, written here in the second inversion. And then we have an F sharp minor 7. So I'm just playing through these chords. This is a good thing to do first. When you crack open a tune, you say, I would really like to learn this tune. I think it's awesome. Okay, you do a quick Google search and you find something like this. First thing to do is just start playing through the chord shapes. There's going to be some you don't know. I'm on B minor 7. I'm on A sus. Cool. So when you find a chord you don't know, say we don't know F sharp minor 7. Practice getting there from A. So when I see this chord, immediately I'm struck by the fingering. So here's A, and F sharp minor 7 seems to be all the same notes, just with an F sharp in the bass. Can you all see my hand there? I'm just in the 2nd fret, playing 6, 4, 3, 2. So start trying to figure out an easy way to play it. Maybe instead of switching, we start playing A with 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and then throwing our first finger down onto the low string. So what I'm doing is I'm like taking the unknown chord, the unknown element, and I'm just thinking about how I can connect it to the preceding chord, to the chord after. So back over to our little lead sheet here. I've checked out all my chords. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly glance at the structure of the tune. So this is a tune called Fake Plastic Trees by Radiohead. And I think I've been told that I can't actually play this song. And I was actually having trouble getting the audio to come from YouTube through Soundflower out OBS. So, it's probably for the best anyway. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the structure. I'm going to say, okay, we got a verse, we got a chorus, a verse, chorus, verse, chorus, out. So what you're going to hear people say a lot is, what's the form? So just like we created shorthand for chords, we can create a shorthand for form. We can say the form is A, B, A, B, A, B, C. And that's a quick way of simplifying a form. So A would be the verse, C would be the chorus. So I'm going to pretend I'm listening to the song. Now I've already heard this song. Maybe you have too. So I know the strumming pattern kind of has like a doon doon ja jagga doon doon ja jagga doon doon ja jagga doon doon ja kind of feel to it. Sometimes you're going to find the strumming pattern on this page. Sometimes you'll find it on the chart. Sometimes you just have to listen and see if you can recreate it. So here's what I would do. Oops, not that. I would just listen to the recording and see if you can grab the strumming pattern. This is a really easy, just holding one chord kind of vibe. Right? So you could start by trying to tap out the rhythm you hear. So tum tum ta 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 tum tum ta. And then start trying to connect the chords once you have the strumming pattern. I'm just going to sing the melody because I don't have these lyrics memorized. But we could go over to our page here, and then you can try to think, okay, another piece of information we have here is, where does the chord happen in the lyric? So we're strumming A. Now, if you've listened to this tune, you know that we don't start singing right at the beginning with A. We play A for 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 bar before we come in with the lyrics. So this is part of what we need to know when we're finding songs on the internet. We're not given the full picture. Sometimes the chords are wrong. Sometimes the lyrics and the chords don't line up properly. So it's really important that if you're interested in having an objectively clear source, you buy the chart, you buy a PDF by a publisher, or you pay very close attention to the recording. The recording is your best source. Or you just call Tom York. 4. We're gonna try that again. 2, 3, 4. A green plastic watering can for a fake Chinese rubber plant. Fake plastic. Keep going on D5. She bought from a rubber man in a town full of rubber plants. Get rid of the Okay, so that's the verse. You know, I'm just kind of learning this tune myself. I thought I'd pick things I wasn't too familiar with, so that we could talk about the process. I could show you how I do it. So I'm noticing there's a little E6 there. Ooh, that's a stretch. So I would say definitely pay attention to this little change here, E to E6. We all know E major. You can see it at the top of the page here. But there's two ways we could play E6. We could add our fourth finger to the second fret, so it's like... Or we could play it like they've written it. You can see at the top there, their E6 has fourth finger, fourth fret, fifth string. So that would sound like this. But I think they hang on F sharp or F minor 7 for quite a while. So it's like... F sharp minor 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cha, get check it doom, cha, check it doom, cha, get check it doom, cha. I have a lot of students that struggle with strumming patterns and like finding a natural way to play it. The best way is to start by tapping the rhythm. Cha, get doom, cha, ta ta tum, ta. And then just try putting it over here. Now, the way I like to approach things is I'm always going down on down beats. Down, up, down, down, up, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So anytime there's a number, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3, I'm always going down. Anytime there's a plus or an and, I'm coming up, right? So you can think of it as like there's this constant grid going on. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. Right? So now let's apply that to the verse. Now that we've practiced it just a bit. Do 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 da do do da. So if I'm messing this up in some way, feel free to tell me in the chat, because I'm new to this one. I'm learning it with you guys. A green plastic watering can. That's my own voicing. Big Chinese rubber plant. So that's a quick switch. Fake plastic. Earth. I'm gonna go back up high for that. So make sure you're singing the right range. She bought from a rubber man. Town full of rubber plants. To get rid of itself. Tuning adjustment, and then there's this B minor 7. Now, I don't like the way they wrote it. They wrote it like this. Which, yes, it's kind of nice. It's kind of saucy, but I think this is how they're playing. We're going to quickly check tuning because, you know, this bolt-on neck isn't necessarily the most stable. We're live, folks. We're live. We're tuning. We're tuning. We're live. It's a good way to be. So now that we're in tune, hopefully my chord sounds good. Still questions to be asked about it. Yeah, I guess it's better. So that's my B minor 7. Now you can see what I'm playing. First at 5, 2 at 3. I'm talking string. And third at 2. It's 5th string, 3rd string, 2nd string. It's like a D5 with a B underneath. And then the lyric here is it wears her out. That's the melody. See, I'm going by memory here, folks, because I can't play this without getting nailed. So we're using the same strumming pattern roughly. Down, down, up, down, up, down. Right, that only happens once. I'm just repeating it to show you. Second verse. She lives with a broken man, a cracked polystyrene man, just crumbles and burns. That's high. He used to do surgery for girls in the 80s. Get the timing. Gravity always wins. So I would say I would have to check out the recording for that because I got the timing wrong. So he used to do surgery for girls in the 80s. Gravity always wins. Yeah, I'm just making it up. Gotta check it out. Gotta check it out. So the timing of the lyric is very important, folks. And then we're gonna go to the chorus again. So it's just 2 bits. Where's him out? Where's him out? Back to me. Where's him out? Where's him out? Where's him out? Let's play their voicing. It's kind of nice. Where's him out? Where's him out? Let's try theirs. Where's him out? See, I'm not thinking about my right hand, it's just going. Okay, on to the next bit. Now, logic would dictate that we've just got another verse, right? Let's see if I know how to sing this one. She looks like the real thing. She tastes like the real thing. My fake plastic love. But I can't help the feeling. Wrong timing. Blow right through the ceiling. Just turn and run. So I would check out the recording for my timing. That's my weakness, guys. Wears me out. Back to this section. So by now we probably remember it. Wears me out. Wears me out. Wears me out. Fixing my tuning there. Wears me out. Let's see what happens next. Wears me out. So then it looks like the same chords for the outro. So then what I would do, so pretend you're me, and you know pretty much how to strum the chords, you know how to change between them, but you're just not quite sure of the timing. I'm going to play it really quietly so we don't get sued here, and I'm just going to listen to the outro, because this is the part I'm not too familiar with. So everyone has Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. We're just going to listen to it. So finding those little melodies. So I've got the melody now. I've heard it once. That's enough for me. Maybe you need to loop it. If I could be who you wanted, if I could be who you wanted, more or less, all the time, all the time. Right? You want to get close. If I could be who you wanted, if I could be who you wanted all the time. Now if you're doing a cover version, you can play with the melody. All the time. Put in a little pause. A little outro. I'll switch back so you can see me here. So maybe the lyrics, singing it, knowing the lyrics, playing the chords is a lot for a student. So, you know, depending on what you're planning on doing, I would just pick one. Just pick one. So now I'll just play through the chords and you can just kind of watch me. Gotta get good at that. A little tuning fix. Wears me out. Second verse. Da, 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 doo, da, da. That's the melody. Da, doo, da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. That's it. Yeah, we go on and on. After that verse is over, we do this again. Wears me out. Wears me out. Wears me out. Wears me out. Alright, there's another verse. Let's see where we're at. I think it's the third verse, right? Give or take. Anyway, I'm just going through and I'm thinking to myself the whole time, is there anything I can improve? When you're learning a tune, make sure you take note of your weaknesses. She looks like the real thing. She tastes like the real thing. I think I messed that lyric up. My fake plastic love. So for me, my weakness is singing in the right time. I can't help the feeling. Could just blow through the ceiling. It's probably just two syllables. Just turn and run. So, if I were learning this and practicing this, which I am, it's the first time I'm reading these lyrics and trying to sing the melody for you guys, so I thought I'd let you in on the process a little bit. I would just say, time to do it again. Time to try that again. I could always listen to it, but I don't want us to get sued, so I'm going to see if I can figure out what it is. She looks like the real thing. She tastes like the real thing. A fake plastic love. Maybe. So yeah, we're feeling our way through it, guys. We're feeling our way through it. Like I said, I'm learning this tune. So the obvious thing to do is just to listen to the tune and figure out the timing once you've taken care of the accompaniment. So yeah, if you think about it, a lot goes into that. I wanted to show you me like kind of figuring it out, running it, just playing it. You have to worry about the right hands. It's got to be independent, completely independent. You can't be looking at it because then you're not paying attention to the chord switches. I would say this is the right way to play that E6. You could do this, but it is a lot of movement just for an inner voice like that. You could just do it here. Now, they wouldn't play anything like that. What's beautiful about Radiohead's music is it's very simple. Very simple. Just a verse and a chorus. And the outro is just the chorus. Simple things are sophisticated. Simplicity, what's that quote? Simplicity is the ultimate form of sophistication. But at the same time, Tom York is a beautiful singer, beautiful lyricist. So he's got that kind of like haunting melody going on there. Da, 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 right, da, da. So think about how the melody works with the chord. Think about a good trick is like, we're going to talk a little bit about this later, but use the lyrics as a cue, right? So if I'm trying to learn something really quickly, I'm not going to buy the sheet music and read it. Like, no way. I'm just going to listen to the lyrics. Especially something this simple. Da, 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 da. So I know the first line happens. Let's see if I remember. A fake plastic watering can. So around the word can, we make a switch. For a fake plastic Chinese plant. So it's fake plastic Chinese plant. So E is just sort of like a stepping stone between F sharp minor and D in this case, right? So up there, you really support your air. Do it better than me, guys. You can do it. This is a simple one. Okay, so I just brought a bunch of tunes I don't really know, that my students probably know. But what happens is I teach a lot of music, and there's too much to keep upstairs, especially with all the repertoire I learned for my own projects. So I figured I'd take the time here to explain how I would quickly dust one off, get it ready for a little performance, quickly make some connections in my head. And yeah, music is about memorization, right? You're thinking about what's happened, what's going to happen, how many verses are there, what are the lyrics. And music and memory have a really profound connection. You can read more about it. There's a book called The Power of Music by Elena Mann that I highly recommend for all of you young musicians. Now, just give me a sec. I'm going to pull up something for our next component. The next component. Ah, there it is. So this one's a little trickier. And one of my advanced students is learning it. So I figured it would be a good one to do, because it reminded me just how tricky this little tune is. It's so tricky. And maybe you don't think it's hard. Hey, there we are. Stream health. But that's not what we want. No. We want this. There it is. All right. So, sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. You know this song. My lawyers are advising me not to play it. Like I've been saying, it's just a joke. Oh, can you still see it? There we do. Yeah. Is it scrolling? Is it scrolling? No, it's not. Anyway. We're just going to start with this first half and then we'll figure that out. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, guys. Here, maybe this one. Is this one working? See, it's a catchy tune. Yep, there it is. All right, so I'm just going to show you how to prepare to play this. So you may have noticed if you're trying to learn this tune, Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles, it's really high up. And sometimes your teacher, moi, or someone else will just say, play it in the first position. It's way easier. But you could be hardcore and take your capo. This is coffee, capo. And put your capo on 7. Not actually coffee. It's water. What were you thinking? We're just going to tune because when you add your capo, you change the intonation of the instrument. So that's going to become B, 7th fret. Is this a no-no? Like, someone let me know. Are you supposed to tune with a capo? I'm not really a capo guy, so if anyone out there knows the rules, let me know. Whoa, that was sharp. Then maybe just play a little to make sure everything's working, nothing's slipping around. Boom. Great tune choice, Sean. Thanks, Matt. All right. So before we start, I'm just going to make sure everything's still up and running. Okay. So, back to the grind, back to the grind. Let's get those lyrics. Because I don't know them by heart. Little darling, it's been a long and cold, lonely winter. Well, folks, isn't that topical? So this is a good tune because it's got these little melodies that the guitar actually plays, and it's up to you. You can decide to go the basic route. Here comes the sun. Just strum, right? Doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I'll say E7. It's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cool, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since you've been here. Here comes the sun. a simple way. The complex way, they do all the little melodies. Right, so they're playing all those background melodies with the right hand. So even on top of G, you're playing those little background melodies. So let's go back to the lyrics. Back to the lyrics, but back to the lyrics, but back to the lyrics, but back to the lyrics. Yeah, there's only 2 verses before we jump right into the weirdness. So when I was learning this song for the first time, I was surprised at how tech it was. And by tech, I mean technical, very technical. The Beatles, like in the middle of the tune, were basically like, hey guys, how about we play math rock? Or prog rock for the older folks in the room. It sounds like something off of Yes's Roundabout in the middle of a lovely little jingle about the sun. Now, we'll talk about how to play it, what it is, why it's weird, why maybe it isn't weird. We're so used to it. But first, let me just play up to that point. So there's an intro. I'm going to switch back. See, I'm trying to read the lyrics. Here we go. I can just look at them here. Nice. So I'll play it for you guys. I'll play a little intro. Now watch my right hand. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I'll say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long and lonely winter. They do a little melody there. Little darling, it feels like you since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I'll say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to their faces. Little darling, it feels like you since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I'll say it's alright. What the heck? Gotta stick the landing. Where's Finn Fraser at? I know Finn. Finn knows this one well. The last time. Something weird. It feels the ice is slowly melting. That's not English. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I'll say it's alright. I don't think that happens there. Actually, I think it's here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I'll say it's alright. Actually, maybe it does. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, check that. That's strange. For some reason I'm not familiar with how that last little bit flows, so don't sue us, guys, but I'm going to listen to a little bit of it. See, I told you guys we're learning tunes today. So when you find something you don't know, consult the recording, consult the chart that you purchased legally or found online. Ah. Okay. It's almost... I've almost got it, guys. So I'm just consulting the recording, and I'm going to listen to that last little section. So I think that's it. So yeah, they just go at the last little section here. So I'm going to toggle over to it so you guys know what I'm talking about. We're looking at the lyrics, and we're looking at this last section here at the bottom. Here comes the sun, doot and doo doo, here comes the sun, and I say it's all right. Here comes the sun, doot and doo doo, here comes the sun, it's all right. It's all right. So here's what they're doing. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I'll say it's all right. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. They're just jumping right back. Here comes the sun, and I'll say it's all right. It's alright. Now, how do they do that tag? So these are the details that you want to iron out. Yeah, so that's just a direct tag, so they just go same thing. It's alright. I think they reference that right at the end, which is the section Sun, 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 Here It Comes, where we have that prog rock that I was talking about. Sun, 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 Here It Comes. They play that right at the end. So the ending, starting from Here Comes the Sun, Doot and Doo Doo, at the bottom of the page, second last verse there. Here comes the sun, doot and doo doo. Here comes the sun, and I'll say it's alright. Here comes the sun, right back. Doot and doo doo. Here comes the sun, and I'll say it's alright. It's alright. Then I think it's... They jump right to that prog thing again. Something like that. Obviously, I'd go into way more detail, but we've got more tunes to look at. So I would call this an advanced intermediate tune because we have this finger style thing, right? So I want to be clear. I'm not doing a tutorial on these tunes because last week we did a super in-depth tutorial, a really basic tutorial. This week is more just about talking about how to learn tunes quickly, what I do, and performing a little bit for you guys as I do it, right? Just picking things up, performing a little bit, talking about what goes into learning a tune. If you want to go more in depth, on these tunes, send us a request in the chat. Maybe we can do a specific video on one of them next week. Or you can sign up and study with anyone at Beyond the Beat, online or in person in Toronto. And you can talk to Dave to book that in. So moving on, some more tunes from my list. What do we have here? Fake Plastic Trees. Check. Here Comes the Sun. We just did it. It's pretty cool. Finn Fraser is going to perform that for you eventually. I got some more Beatles. Maybe let's do... not that. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. How about... so here's a lesser known tune. Something by an artist that maybe people don't know. I figured I'd put it in here right at the turn of the hour. As we go into our 7:30 to 8:30 slot, I think maybe we could talk a little bit about this tune. It's called March Sadness, which is a great American pun for those of you who pick up on that. March Madness, March Sadness. Kudos, Tawny Peaks. The band is called Tawny Peaks. The tune is called March Sadness. This is another one I've assigned to a student to develop the right hand and to learn some more chords in the left hand. So, as usual, I'm going to tune up. And this is what we could consider a simple tune. Although there are some chord shapes that I would consider advanced. Tuning. Now with this guitar, you kind of have to tune a bit because it's a bolt-on neck, which moves a bit, which means it's not a solid piece of wood. It's bolted on the back, for those of you who don't know. And, when you move a capo on and off and move it around, or when you put a capo on rather, you're going to have to change your tuning frequently. So, yeah, it should be close enough. So, apparently not. There we go. So we're back. This is the first chord of the tune. I think I like that pickup the best. So there's a nice little melody. Let's see if I can find the lyrics for this one. Now all I have as a reference is lyrics. Again, all I have are the lyrics as a reference because we don't want to get sued, guys. March Sadness, Tawny Peaks. We don't want to get sued, and we want to respect these artists. Oh, they're labels, really. But hey, this is what we're looking at now. Now, this is a female singer, so I'm going to try my best to sing in falsetto again. And we'll see if I can get that finger picking going and sing a little bit for you. Oh, did everything turn out to be the way I said it would? I wish the ground would open up and swallow where I stood. The earth beneath me moves and betrays where I stand. I've spent too long on this, and you're becoming foreign. I'm thinking there's nothing right and nothing wrong. I'm still finding nothing else will take this long. Oops, dropped the pick. So I'm supposed to search for this again. Some means to my end. No meaning to these minutes of so ticking time we spend. Bigger vision fades and spinning earth suspense. Not comforted by all these thoughts. You feel you have to lend. And I'm thinking, scrolling down on the page. There's nothing right and nothing wrong. I'm still finding nothing else will take this long. Now what's the next chord? There it is. Rising forks. Still figuring this one out. In the road. Rising forks. In the road. And I'm thinking there's nothing right and nothing wrong. I'm still finding nothing else will take this long. And then you go back to else will take this long. So, not really my range, as you can probably tell, but we're doing our best. We've got this nice little arpeggio, so it's got some right hand action. So those of you who can see my right hand, who's got a good view of it? Is there lag? Do we have lag? Let's check. How's the frame rate? Seems a little bit laggy. Uh-oh. Sorry, folks. How about now? Do we drop in frames still? Well, I'm going to try closing some tabs here. So hopefully we're back up to speed here. I apologize if we're dropping any frames. Anyway, we're talking about learning tunes. Just tweaking our stats here. We're still dropping a few frames, so I'm gonna change something real quick, you guys. Bear with me. We're gonna be right back. Playing more music in 1 second. Just gonna do a quick thing here. Uh-oh. Can't change it while we're streaming. So hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully you can hear me roughly at the same pace my mouth is moving. So we're sticking on this one C major 7. Actually more like a C6 add 9. And we're pulling off a note here. So if you're going about learning something like this, again, we're talking about learning strategies today. How I learn tunes, how you can quickly learn tunes. Focus on the right hand. First, get it going. Then work on getting that pull off clean. Once both of these hands are like subconscious, by that I mean you can play the tune, and you can think about other things, right? You could sing the lyric, you could have a conversation. Hey, what's up, guys? How we doing? We're streaming. I hope the stream isn't too glitchy. Should be fine. So we're having a conversation. I'm still playing the piece, right? You should have everything that you want to perform at a subconscious level. It's deeply ingrained in your memory. It's like walking. You can walk and talk. You can play your piece and talk. That way you don't have to think about it. And if you get scared, you don't mess it up. Well, you might mess up. And if you do, the world will end. And that's that. No, I'm just kidding, guys. It's okay to make mistakes, right? Vive les erreurs, as the French say. No one's here to laugh at that joke. It's got this really nice moving progression that uses the open G and B strings. So we're just using the C from the intro. Then its minor counterpart, E minor. And then this is a D triad with an add 4. It's like playing this, only not as cheesy. If you play it with a dark sound. It's kind of nice. Nice. Okay. And then obviously I would want to address the part I messed up. So let's look at those chords. We had a B minor 7 shell voicing. So if you're curious, you should Google B minor 7 shell voicing, or try your best to copy what I'm doing right now. Again, this is not an in-depth tutorial because we did that last week. I'm just playing and talking about what I do to learn tunes. Don't want people getting mad at me. You didn't explain it. Here I am trying to learn this tune and you're just playing it and talking. Well, if you really want to learn one of these tunes, let us know in the chat which one you're really interested in. This is March Sadness by Tawny Peaks. So I'm playing my B minor 7 and I'm just arpeggiating up and down with my right hand. This is a hard one to do while you're singing because you do need to be precise in the right hand. It requires a good amount of technique. So pick a chord if you want to practice this technique and just play thumb, thumb, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, thumb, 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 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, thumb, or P, P, I, M, A, M, I, P, 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 I, M, A, M. Namaste. Namaste away from me. So just keep track of your errors and address them. This is the most challenging section for my students and for me. Usually I play it on acoustic. Decided to bring the old electric out. So the lyric is right. Oh no, it doesn't start there. It goes 2 times. Raising forks. Raising forks. In the road. Again. Raising forks. In the road. So those are the switches that are really difficult. It's like coming out of like a finger picking section and nailing on the downbeat the first chord, right? So know your target. Okay, my target's this C major, and I'm coming from this weird C6-9 or C6, C major 7, add 13. C major 13. And they do all this really cool stuff in the chorus. I hear that one. Little fills like that. So if you want to do all those little fills, you want to listen to the recording and track down which one you want to you really want to take on. I think there are multiple guitar players in this band, so everyone's filling all the time. You can even come up with your own fills. So say we're in the key of G, key of G. You play something like that. You could play. So find your G scale. Get one up here. You find all these little lines. Little things like that, right? And obviously, listening to the recording here, you know, let's see if we can learn one of their fills. Verbatim. That's a cool word. You should look that one up, kids. Tawny Peaks, March Sadness. Very American. Very emo. Are you an emo? Let us know in the chat. So that's one of the fills. Actually, just finger picking. So there's adding a D to the top of this nice. That's a really nice voicing for those of you who want to cop. So it's that triad, right? 5, 5, 4, open, 3, open. In tab speak. So then, once you have that down, you want to try incorporating the lyric, right? So I'm going to sing way above my register again. And I'm thinking, there's nothing right and nothing wrong. I'm still finding nothing else will take this long. Forks in the road. Get to that right chord. Rising forks in the road. So yeah, you take the difficult part, you isolate it, you work it, you loop it, and then you just plug it back into what you're trying to learn. Sick. All right. What's next, guys? What do you want to do? That's the whole tune. Basically, you have the initial finger picking, you have the chorus with the fills, and then you have that tricky part at the end, and then you just have to learn the form and sing it. No problem. So we've tackled almost everything. I have a really easy tune and a really, not tricky, but one of the trickier tunes of the evening. So maybe we should end on the easy tune. What do you guys think? Let me know. Who's in the chat? I'm pulling up the chat right now. I want to see Beyond the Beat friends. Beyond the Beat friends. Amateur guitarist. Hi. Hi, Quan. What's going on? Hi, Matt. Again, guys, we're not doing tutorials today. Oops. We are just playing through some tunes and talking about how to quickly learn a tune. How to divide up your practice time, right? Practicing and performing are very different skills. When you're practicing, you want to take things apart, put them back together, make note of your errors, and really focus. Really focus on those errors. So I'm going to change guitars really quickly. Actually, that doesn't make sense. I'm just going to stick on this guitar for now, and we'll switch guitars before the last portion. So this is another Radiohead tune, and I might turn up my reverb for this one. More reverb. All right. So this is called Give Up the Ghost, and I usually teach this one because it's really simple on the left hand, but it involves a little bit of rhythmic awareness in the right hand. And it comes to a really cool conclusion. So we're going to start on a D major chord. Just going to make sure we're in tune again. So we start on a D major. We go to an A minor 7. Sorry guys, tuning's funky tonight. one more adjustment on the sound. Oh, never mind. We're there. So it starts on a D chord and you go tuck it to da, tuck it to da, tuck it to da, tuck. A minor 7. Tuck it to da, tuck it to da, tuck it to da. Don't hurt me. Just give up the ghost. In your arms, don't hurt me. In your arms. Sorry about the tuning, folks. So I'm going to pull up the lyrics so I can better deliver that vocal for you. Give up the ghost. So this is another really beautiful Radiohead tune. So the lyrics in the beginning are "Don't hurt me, don't hurt me." So we're just strumming down on D. Trying to fix this E. That's good enough. The melody falls to the top note of the chord. This is gonna drive me crazy, guys, this tuning. I don't know what's going on. Time for setup. I am sitting next to a heater as well. So the guitar is going to go out. You know what? Hopefully that's good. Hopefully this works. Just 2 chords. Here's the melody. Gather round the lost and sold. Don't hurt me in your arms. Don't hurt me in your arms. Don't hurt me. Gather round the pit of full. I think they're on acoustic and they're slapping in between, right? In your arms. Something like that, but on an acoustic body, right? So slapping the body. I don't have that resonance. What must seem impossible. Oops. In your arms. In your arms. We're going to go back over to the lyrics real quick. Don't have, I think I have had, I think I have had my fill. Don't hurt me in your arms. give us all the lyrics. So this is where it gets really cool. I think I should give up the ghost in your arms. So that's the one part of the tune where the chords change, and we're going from our D, right? So it's like a D on the downbeat, and then we're like slapping, and we're playing the 16th push. So for those of you who don't understand what I'm talking about, maybe I can do a full tutorial on this tune. Which tune do you want me to do a full tutorial on? Drop it in the chat. We're just going through, we're talking about quickly learning them. So I would focus on getting that strumming pattern first. So down, tak-it-da-da, shuck-it-da-da, 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 shuck-it-da-da. Oops. Again, he's hitting an acoustic, right? So the way we count that: 1 E and a 2 E and a 2 E and da da da. 2 E and a 2 E and or 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So you can put on a metronome. There we go. I'll just leave that here. So this is my 8th note. 1 and 2 and get 2 and so it starts on D regular, D major. Sus2, sus4, A minor 7, open, right? D major, D sus2, D sus4, and that follows that background line, don't hurt me, right? In your arms, in your arms, gather all the pictures in your arms, in your arms. I think I have had my fill. In your arms, big moment. B minor 7 or B minor 9, it's up to you. F major 7 to G, or to C. So I'll loop back. I think I should B minor 7. F major 7. I think there's more. Yeah, they just vibe out. In your arms. And it loops into this crazy soundscape of delay and tape echo and all this. So check out this tune. It's really easy. 2-chord tune for the most part, and then you get to that chorus section and you're on B minor 7, F major 7, and C. Cool. So that's another Radiohead tune. So far, if you want to review this stream, we've looked at Fake Plastic Trees, Here Comes the Sun, March Sadness by Tawny Peaks, which is a contemporary take, or a contemporary pick for you all. It's lesser known, and I hope you guys get the chance to check that band out. And we've just done Give Up the Ghost. So, okay, let's do a couple more tunes for y'all. Let's look at a quick Jack Johnson tune. So I think I know this one by heart. Let's see. We might not need the lyrics. Bit too much reverb for my taste. A little springy. Let's roll that back to about noon. All right. So this is called Flake. I know she said it's alright. We can pick it up next time. It's an easy one, guys. I know she said it's not right. There ain't no use in lying. 'Cause maybe she knows something I don't. Maybe she thinks it's fine. Maybe she knows something I don't. Maybe still trying, so tired of trying. I'm totally making the lyrics up. I'm not gonna lie. But that's the melody. So again, you want to address your weaknesses. If you're learning a tune, you can't remember the lyrics, just pull them up. And that's what we're talking about today. How to quickly learn a tune. Start with the right hand. Make sure you get the vibe, the feel. So in this case, it's junga chakati gonga chakati dunga chakati gonga cha dunga cha don't gonga cha down 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 up. So down down up down up 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 down. That's the skeleton, I'd say. Down up down up 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 down 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 down up down up up up. Oh, so out. Honestly, I'm gonna throw this guitar out the window. said it's alright. You can make it up next time. So once you get that D minor, F, B flat, F going, then you start moving to the lyrics. She knows it's not right. Ain't no use in lying. Maybe she thinks I know something. Maybe she thinks it's fine. So you have to be familiar with the tune. Maybe she knows something I don't. I'm so tired. So tired of trying. Let's see if I remember the chorus. Seems to me that maybe pretty much always means no. That's A. So let's start over. Seems to me that maybe pretty much always means no. So don't tell me. You might just let it go. I'm gonna do that again. This time it's at tempo. Seems to me that maybe pretty much always means no. So don't tell me. You might just let it go. Oftentimes we're lazy. Seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one likes to be let down. 'Cause I know she loves the sunrise. He chills here. What is that? B flat. She no longer sees it with her sleeping eyes, and yeah, I know that when she says she's gonna try, well, it might not work because of other ties, and yeah, I know she usually has some other ties, and no, I wouldn't wanna break him, no, wouldn't wanna break him. Maybe she'll help me. This is a weird one. How does he pronounce this? Maybe she'll help to untie this, but till then, well, I'm gonna have to lie to. Seems to me that maybe pretty much always means no. What's that? A. Pretty much always means no. So don't tell me. You might just let it go. So there's a little break there, right? Oftentimes we're lazy. Seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one likes to be let down. Seems to me that maybe pretty much always means no. So don't tell me. You might just let it go. Anyway, so I'm just playing the main body of the tune here. I switched over to bar chords. You'll have to listen to the recording and tell me what you think. You could do it here. She loves the sunrise. Cools out here. No longer sees her with her sleeping eyes, and I I know that when she says she's gonna try, well, it might not work because of other ties. And I know that when she says she's gonna try, I wouldn't wanna break him, no. And then maybe she can help me to untie this, but till then, well, gonna have to lie to you. It seems to me that maybe pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, I might just let it go. So that's how I would practice this, right? I'm pretty rusty on this tune. I like kind of know it, but I haven't played it in a really long time, so I'm just kind of dusting off the lyrics, the phrasing of the lyric. Obviously, you're going to want to buy the PDF or have a recording on hand and listen to his phrasing, watch his chord changes, think about when there are gaps. Like when you look at the lyrics here, we actually don't have a gap in the lyrics between so don't tell me, you might just let it go, and oftentimes we're lazy. There's no break there, but there is a break in the recording. So definitely keep the recording on hand and consult it in times like that. It's going to be your first reference, but we can't play it. We don't want to get sued. So I'm just showing you how I'd practice it, playing through it a little bit. And now I'm going to show you one that's like pretty new to me. Actually, we didn't play this full tune. We got to go to the end. So at the end of this tune, there's kind of like a bluesy section. So he hits on F7, like an F7 bar chord. And he's going, the harder that you shine, baby, the closer you fall. What's the lyric? The harder, what is it? The harder that you try, baby, the harder that you try, yeah, baby, the further you'll fall. So I think there's an extra line in there. Yeah, like it's the harder that you try, yeah, baby, the further you fall. Even with all the money in the whole wide world, yeah. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. So everything you know, so I slowed it down just to get the phrasing. Everything you know about me, baby, you're gonna this is a hard one. Everything you know about me, baby, you're gonna have to change. So everything you know about me, baby, you're gonna have to change. You're gonna have to call it by a brand new name. Yeah, yeah. So please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down. Now I'm choosing to play all my dominant chords on the bottom strings here, because I think that's what he's doing. It gives it a grittier feel than. Right, it's just got a fatter sound, and so that's a choice you can make. But everything you knew about me, yeah, baby's gonna have to change. You're gonna have to call me by a brand new name, yeah, baby. So please, please, please don't let me. Please, please, please don't let me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. So again, my weakest part of this is singing and knowing the lyrics. So that's what I would work on. But every first line in this section is going to be a bit of a challenge to cram in there. So like, just like a tree by the water, but just like a tree down by, just like a tree down by the water, baby. It's like, how does he even fit that in? It's like a tree down by the water, baby, shall not move. I don't know how he sings that one. Just like a tree down the water, just like a tree down by the water, but baby, I shall not move. See, I have to consult the recording for that, because I have no idea how he sings that. We're going to do that. Don't sue us, Jack Johnson. Whoa, it's like super free. He like starts on a triplet. Whoa, that's crazy. So guys, this is like a really weird phrase, and this is something I would definitely need to practice. So it's like, just like a tree down by the water, baby, I shall not move. It's like, just like a tree down by the water, baby, shall not. How does he do it? That is weird. Bright brand new name. Please don't. I'm just gonna sing along. Drag me, please, please, please don't drag me, please, please, please don't drag me down. So it's like, don't drag me down. Just like a tree down by the water, baby, I shall not move. Just like a tree down by the water, baby, I shall not move. Whoa, something like that, right? So he's starting on like, just like a tree. So it's like, just don't drag me down. Just like a tree down by the water, baby, I shall not move. He's kind of cramming it in there. It starts on the second 16th note. Just like a tree down by the water, baby, I shall not move. Maybe. Please don't drag me down. Just like a tree down by the water, baby, shall not move. That's closer. Just like a tree down by the water, baby, I shall not move. I think I got it there. This is a really weird one. Just like a tree down by the water, baby, I shall not move. Something like that. So then you want to plug it in. Please don't let me down. Just like a tree down by the water, baby, I shall not move. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down. All right, guys. So Flake is like a nice little pop song that's got this like real bluesy ending, which is really cool. All right. So we've just been flying through tunes that I barely know and talking about how to dust them off, get a little more comfortable with the phrasing of the lyric, a little more comfortable with the right hand. There's kind of like an order of operations, right? Take care of the right hand, the thing that's actually articulating the chord. Make sure you know the strumming pattern, right? It's a little callback to earlier. Fake plastic, da da da. Fake plastic watering can. Right? Then take care of the lyric and the melody. So, know the lyrics too, which that's my weakness. Gotta know the lyrics. Because I'm not really a singer, guys. I don't really sing these songs. So, this is what I would work on. What would you work on? Let us know in the chat. All right, moving on. We got one last tune for you. Let me see if I can find it. Just going to head back to this PDF I really like. And we're going to switch guitars one last, well, the only time of the evening. Whoa. Hey, you guys still with me? Are you still with me? I think we're back to normal frame rate, which is good. Just give me a sec. We're closing that. Okay, we should be back to better than normal. A better than normal frame rate here. So we're looking at a Beatles tune now. We're going to look at Yesterday. So who knows that tune? If you know it, hop in the chat. If not, here's your chance. We're going to look at this this PDF here. So it's pretty zoomed in. Can you just adjust it a little bit here? How's that looking? How are we doing? So if you have something like this, I'm just going to adjust this, guys. Give me a sec. We can fit the whole thing on the screen. Ooh, that's nice. So if we have something like this, learning a tune is pretty easy. We're going to look at the tab. So if I'm looking at the tab, I'm noticing, okay, it also says G. Now there's something strange about this. The guitar is tuned down a full step. So when the guitar is tuned down a full step, the notes in standard notation are going to be different. So what we have is F, F, C, F, instead of G, G, D, G. So every note is just one step below where it should be. It says guitar tuned down a half step. It's tuned down a full step, guys. I don't know why it says that. That's an error, right? So be careful with things you find on the internet, especially guitar resources. Be careful. So I'm just going to play the intro, all the G's. So I'm looking up at the top for the rhythm. So I'm using a combined knowledge of notation and tab to learn this. So I'm just going to play through the first bit. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play. All my troubles seem so far away. I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, da, da, da. Oops. So I'm gonna review that. Da, da, da. I was thinking like, what are the lyrics, and then I just messed up. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I believe. So make sure you get that. I believe in yesterday. So it's going to be way easier if you know the lyrics. I'm just going to kind of show you the guitar part. This is a pretty tricky little guitar part in terms of the right hand if you're not used to playing bass notes and chords with your fingers. So I'll show you what's going on there. So we don't have much time. We'll just focus on the right hand. So yesterday, then making the switch. Love was such an easy game to play. So that's again, it's easy for me. I'm just reading it. Whoa, I'm getting some lag. Sorry, folks. Sorry about the lag. Don't know what's going on there. So let's just loop that. We'll loop the first section. So what I can see on the chart is that there's only actually this progression for the verse. It's the only thing that's happening. There's a repeat, right? And then we're on to our next verse. Now, I would have to consult the recording and check out the full form. But if we're just going by this chart, which I'm assuming is correct, I could be wrong. We repeat. We do our verses. And then we hit our chorus. Nice. I'm just going to look at the chorus. So that's the first line of the chorus I'm looking at, just up here, starting at the B7 sus4. And I'm assuming that happens again. I don't know yesterday. All right, so if you know the lyrics, sing along. And then this is the coda. So I'm assuming it's verse, chorus, and then some succession, some repeat, and then this tag, right, which is. That's the full thing. So if I were learning this, I would loop the first section and try to get it to memory. So by now, I think I have it covered. I think I've got it memorized. 4 times, right? Yesterday. Can't sing it, guys. I'll try to sing it. Yesterday, this is a challenge. Love was such an easy game to play. Now our trouble seems so far away. I believe in yesterday. So I get messed up when I try to sing it and play it, as we've established. So that's what I would practice. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play. So that switch. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play. Now our trouble seems so far away. I believe in yesterday. Da da da. Next lyric. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I believe in yesterday. What did I play there? Ooh. I think I went off chart for there. For that. Yeah, so let's loop it one more time, then we'll try the next section. Actually, we don't have much time, so let's jump straight to the next section. So I would just work on singing that and playing that at the same time if I were going to perform it. Right now, we're just talking about learning tunes, and I'm looking at some tunes that I kind of know, but I don't really know, and that I would definitely practice. So here's what I would do. I've looped that verse. Now I'm going on to the chorus. Now she's gone away. I don't know, I couldn't say. Right? Now done, gone, da, 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 for yesterday. Today, love was such an easy game to play. Now our trouble seems so far away. I believe in yesterday. Well, close enough. Am I playing this too fast? I think so. So that's how I would take things apart and just loop them just to get them really smooth, right? You want this to be subconscious, so this is an early stage in the practice process, I would say, and you want to keep pushing until it's second nature. I've got it memorized by now because I'm used to memorizing chord progressions, but you know, for you, I would definitely recommend a couple hours of practice. See, maybe maybe I don't. What's that next chord? Let's go back. Let's see, just before we go. Da, 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 da. Right, see? So you just fill in the blanks. All right, guys. That's it for me for tonight. We were looking at tunes I kind of know but don't really know, and how I would polish them, how I would go about learning them if I were you. Order of operations. Right hand. Chord switches and unknown chords. The lyrics and the melody. Putting it all together. Remember, you want your right hand to be subconscious, and then eventually you want your left hand to be subconscious. This requires a lot of listening to the tune and a lot of practicing, so guys, remember, this stuff takes time. You might be saying, oh, you were just playing those tunes. Well, at the current stage, I would need another hour on each of those tunes to get it ready for a performance. So you should definitely know when you're ready. Right? When you're ready, everything is subconscious. That's when you want to start performing it. So don't cut corners, guys. Keep shedding. Keep up the good work. We're going to turn it back over to our host, Dave, so stick around. Peace.